now to try and siege up on some of these towers. Though.
Another 2 minutes forward, but Ibo, no ghost on him. Chaos Storm is taking him down, and he'll fall shut out by Mask. And now Marlon, bluerzor, and Flakked have realized that their top lane is no longer here. Funky not there with the fight as of yet. Depth charge available for Lekcyc. They're trying to get onto Flakked. Depth charge going down onto bluerzor. Funky now joining the party. A break down, but it's an Aphelios moment. The Moonlight Vigil with the Infernum gun. Funky needs some resets. Funky needs some damage, but he just can't find it. Super Mega Death Rocket hits Flakked. Funky flashes away, but the zap going wide means that bluerzor can clone over the wall and chase down the Jinx. Flakked trying to trade with Venour. The Gale Force and a final shuriken enough. In the end, Heretics win the fight. Ultimate from the top lane, I think he would have looked towards the Silas, but across the rest of it, it's like you still have Moonlight Vigil, Glacial Fisher's okay, J-Soul is like fine, but there's nothing really that powerful for the Silas to nick away. Yeah, I think you're right, Medic. I feel like the team that Unicorns are, they just love skirmishing so much that I wouldn't have put it past them to just go, you know what, Silas has the almost to steal, we don't care. His kit's still really strong with the Sejuvani, but that's the option to go towards for the Viktor, so it's a lot more scaling, a lot more space buying, and generally, I'm very curious to see what exactly they look for in the proactivity department, because it's very hard to go into the bottom side, into the Braun, and on the top side as well, you've got Gwen into Ksante, which is, whilst nothing's going on, I'm going to reference this tweet, I don't know if you guys saw it, it's a couple weeks old, where Selfmade was like 10 kills up, about 20, oh, hello. Something's going on. The Unbreakable comes down from Marlon. There's the root being used. Flakked tries to turn it around. Funky's now opening up onto Flakked. The Graviton being used as well as Lekcyc is going to be the first fall. Funky now needs to run for the hills because Marlon is looking for that concussive blow. Splashes from it. Marlon takes a couple of tower shots, but escapes.
This is why we don't blind pick Nautilus, Medic. Right there. I'd even
towards the Heretics jungle. bluerzor's here as well. Lekcyc's looking for a flank position. bluerzor spotted. First move does come for the Heretics bot lane. bluerzor's going to get locked up here, though. Does still have the clone. Will use it to try and get to the blast cone. Gets across the wall and gets out. Now the Winter's Bite from Marlon. Mask coming across. Zwyro's going to do the damage across the wall here as well. Chaos Storm being popped. Zwyroo flashing in fact, it's not Ibo anymore. Mask able to flash towards the bottom side. Funky trying to get in here as well, but already they've killed off Lekcyc. And bluerzor can rejoin the fray if he wants. Mask going to keep him at bay. One more, the Winter's Bite finds the stun. Peach, though, with the Arctic Assault tried to dash away. bluerzor dashes in, and that's another. Heretics started to clean up. Zwyro's taken two. Mask will get one in response, but it's answered by another, and Heretics are 4-1 to the good.
And that's just a nightmare scenario, isn't it? It's Aphelios with red and white, don't fight, and on the other side you still have that Braun, on the same side rather. Funky on the tower, Marlon's
just gonna die.
No, so much! And then
there's a minion! There's a minion! Perfectly juggled by Heretics!
Oh, there you have it.
Marlon had the rune because of that skirmish. They got so many.
Up towards that top side, put the Gwen down towards this bottom lane, make it a longer lane for the Gwen into the Ksante if you so desire.
Some sightseeing off the rift.
Yep. And sometimes you just got to do your T-Tours, you know?
Yeah, you're right. You've got to do them T-Tours. And speaking of T-Tours, I think Flakked's probably got enough money to do it. He just finished up the coal on that same push as Lekcyc.
Okay, so Peach is coming in. How long can the Nautilus survive? Because bluerzor's just flashed forward. The Nautilus is going to fall. Lekcyc will go down. But Peach and Mask are here to try and collapse. Flakked locked up, has the Ghost, has the Flash, has the Gale Force, and immediately dashes away. bluerzor will fall. The Moonlight Vigil being used as well. The zap tanked by Marlon, but Funky's starting to get excited. Didn't get the kill, and Flakked will be able to escape any further action. Okay, a little bit of an overstep. It looked a little bit, I was going to say funky.
Really early LDR as well, actually, from Flakked. It's an item that buffs up your damage with percentages, so if you don't have too much, you won't have the highest value, but when he gets that third item, that's really where he's going to start doing a lot of damage.
That's the Glacial Prison used as well, and Ibo will fall in the top lane. Good catch from the Unicorns.
Look, I'm going to be honest, fantastic Unicorns, but like this would have been great 5, maybe 6 or 7 minutes ago when the bottom side was getting absolutely pummeled. Now it just feels like a bit of a consolation prize, but still, definitely on the right path to trying to claw back some gold, so I'm happy that Unicorns have actually recognized that this is an option for them to attack.
And I'll be honest as well, we've seen multiple games right now where the game looked to be over. It really wasn't, I'll be honest.
Between like these two teams in the quarterfinals as well, they both were able to maybe it's over.
That's all right. That's fine. We've seen this multiple times.
This is going into my case study of why does Gale Force need damage on the
play around the side lane. That's what we want to see from Heretics into there, because they should be the one who's getting pressure on the side lanes.
Exactly.
Right now they are pushing up towards this
Mask
top lane. Mask does have flash. Chaos Storm going down. Gravity well used as well. Peach on the collapse. Flakked trying to come in from the side. Marlon already down to half HP. And the Glacial Prison hits onto Flakked. TP in, but the flame chop is just a little bit late. Flakked so low, trying to heal him up. Ivo coming in with the needle work as well. And Mask shut down by Zwyroo. Peach trying to put the damage down, but he can't get close enough. Heretics find 2.
Yeah, they find 2. It feels so rough for the Unicorns, though, because they were so close to taking down Flakked. Still no Summer Spells from the greedy pathing earlier on. Couldn't actually be abused. Now the Baron looks like it's on the cards for Heretics after pretty easy pick onto Mask and onto Peach.
Yeah, Funky no ultimate, so you won't even get the steal through a Jinx either. I think there's really no way you can actually go for the steal, but they might go
health bars are low enough.
There's the hook. Funky looks for some damage. Ivo can dash in. He's immune right now. Baron down to 3,000. bluerzor off towards the back of the pit. Flakked already isolated, and Venour will take him down. Baron secured. Funky trying to get away from Ivo down towards the bottom side as Ivo will just chase him and snip his heels. The Achilles tendon snapped by Ivo. Venour was able to find one, but in the end, it's Baron and a kill for Heretics.
Maybe Flakked just murders everybody anyway. So it's a bit of a catch-22. Either way, they do end up losing out on the Baron, and Heretics have that one now to try and siege up on some of these towers.
Another 2 minutes forward, but Ivo, no ghost on him. Chaos Storm is ticking him down, and he'll fall shut out by Mask. And now Marlon, bluerzor, and Flakked realize that their top lane is no longer here. Funky not there with the fight as of yet. Depth charge available for Lekcyc. They're trying to get onto Flakked. Depth charge going down onto bluerzor. Funky now joining the party. Unbreakable goes down, but it's an Aphelios moment. The Moonlight Vigil with the Infernum gun. Funky needs some resets. Funky needs some damage, but he just can't find it. Super Mega Death Rocket hits Flakked. Funky flashes away, but the zap going wide means that bluerzor can clone over the wall and chase down the Jinx. Flakked trying to trade with Venour. The Gale Force and a final shuriken enough. In the end, Heretics win the fight.
Starts off with Ivo getting caught off, but Unicorns again just overstep, feeling like they have the numbers advantage and that will be enough. But it's not. They chase into the choke and they find out why Flakked and Aphelios has so many years underneath his belt. It's a hard sell.
The thing is, Unicorns can definitely win a fight when the IE comes in.
Yeah.
However, they do still have to deal with Ivo, who's a 3-item Gwen. They have to deal with the 3-item
They got a little stool they're standing on. There's a little stool under there.
It's more equitable in terms of how well a battle can go. You see the poke coming in from Zwyroo. Flakked looking for that Moonlight Vigil. Funky. Oh! That almost kills him off, and that will be the inhibitor tower going down. Venour trying to catch the mid lane wave as the inhibitor will fall as well. Mask locked up here, flashes away, but bluerzor still on the chase, and bluerzor will take him down. The Jinx can get excited, but the stopwatch from bluerzor will buy a second. The Super Mega Death Rocket, the unbreakable shield, perfect from Marlon, and he survives as well. Venour trying to get into the back line, but now Funky's starting to get excited. There's 2 for him. Funky to get away from this. Funky flashes away, the needlework coming in as well. Ivo being locked up for days, a stopwatch from him. Flakked beginning to really breathe fire in this fight, and with the Severum and the Crescendum, he keeps Funky and Lekcyc back on their base. The minion cleared. Flakked pops the stopwatch, but soon after he will fall as well. The shutdown.
That was such a visceral scream.
I'm sorry, but the shutdown to Nautilus. Are you kidding me? Funky's been struggling the entire game. Come on. Right.
The Gale Force on 3-second cooldown, as it all often feels when you're against it.
It's almost got Knight's Vow because of that, you know?
Yeah.
Exactly. It's helping the Jinx. The Knight's Vow beneficial. Mountain Soul was secured for Heretics during that fight. You can see Ivo trying to push in the bottom lane. Marlon here going to get locked up for a second. The Unbreakable coming down, but Gravity well doing work. Marlon down to half HP. Mask trying to open up. Ivo coming in from the side as well. There's a cycle, and that's a 2 Moonlight Vigil goes wide. Ivo coming in though, and bluerzor trying to get that knock up into Mask. He pops the stopwatch of his own. Peach forced away. 1-for-1 trade so far. Funky trying to get excited. The hook just clips the heels of Ivo. Marlon dashing in once again. Minions in the bot lane are going to be difficult to deal with, but Peach with the Warmogs can heal himself up.
They're still waiting for Pink Wall to come down in the pit. The problem is everyone's at their full items. bluerzor's holding on to his stopwatch right now because he wants that GA, so there's no extra Pink wards.
Mountain Soul was a little bit short there. There's the Cyclone coming out. Peach does have the flash and uses it to try and get away, but Heretics will not let him escape. Another Cyclone finds it. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Ivo caught out a little bit, but he puts down the immunity shield and won't be locked up. Lekcyc's now caught up with the Glacial Fissure, and you have to feel that's it. Heretics can just walk it into the base now. Flashing forward, Moonlight Vigil dodge, but you can't dodge the Calibrum shots from Flakked. A double for him. Looking for one more, but Ivo steals it away. Flakked on the fountain will keep Mask at bay as Heretics tie up the series.
Really strong looking game from Heretics, and I think just the removal of that Galio, you could really see it. Just